Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. I think today is the day that we start tackling the Duke's Archives. I don't think we're gonna get through the whole thing. Cause there's like a second area attached to it called the Crystal Caves that's pretty short, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. In the last episode, we finished Lost Izalith and dealt with the Bed of Chaos, who is always kind of a pain, but, you know. Other than that, though, we are nearing the end of the Let's Play, actually. We have to go through the Duke's Archives and the Crystal Caves here. Then there's also the Catacombs and Tomb of the Giants. And those are kind of the last main areas. And then we can also go to the Painted World, and I'm gonna do the DLC, which has a couple areas. But yeah, all in all, we are most of the way done at this point. Here's another boar guy. Haven't seen one of them in a while. Oh dear. No, that's not what I wanted. Man, these guys charge up fast. Oh, can't leave the door? That's too bad. Feel kind of bad for how that, how I got to finish that, but, you know, whatever. Hey, Fang Boarhelm. Yeah, I can't remember if I mentioned this the first time we found them, but they drop a helmet that is their head. I might put it on, actually. Just because it looks really cool. Can replace our sack. Oh, dang. He, took quite a longer trip than I thought he was going to. No! I didn't get to drink the Estus. Well, shoot. Oh well, that first one isn't going to respawn. There's actually, there's a bonfire right past those guys. And I forgot to... Oh, insufficient souls, of course. Just lost all of them. I keep forgetting that when you warp, you have to rest at the new bonfire for it to count that as your spawn point. Doo-doo-doo. There are also a few just optional bosses lying around I haven't defeated yet. Oh, that's right, and I still have to show you guys the Great Hollow / Ash Lake. Two areas I think are pretty interesting, even if from a gameplay perspective, they're fairly boring. The Great Hollow is just this... Well, I think it's a really cool area from a gameplay perspective, too, actually. You're basically... You're inside of a giant tree, or there's tree roots everywhere, and branches, and you kind of have to wind your way down this really tall, narrow tower, and that takes you down to Ash Lake, which is just... It looks really cool. I don't want to... We'll talk about it when we get there. Okay. Come on out. No! Shoot. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, I got to Estus that time. That's what's important. Fireball, fireball, quick! There it is. Beautiful. I do love pyromancy. Light this bonfire. I don't, you know what? I am not. I'm not gonna go human. I'm not gonna kindle that. And you'll see why. You'll see why. Oh, we do not look great. Oh yeah, let's see if Fang Boar Helm, what'd that put us at for weight? Oh, we're fine. Yeah! Whoa. Hey there, friend. Now, the hollows here are crystal hollows wearing crystal, well, actually, I guess they're not wearing crystal armor, they just have crystals on them. But they are wielding crystal weapons, and they kind of suck a lot. Does a lot of damage, and this is where the channelers are from. This is where they're from originally. They're Seath's spies, essentially, and were sent out to the Darkroot Garden areas, as well as the Undead Parish to do some reconnaissance, and the depths. Now that I think about it. Jeez, what was he looking for in the depths, I wonder? I couldn't speculate. Oh dear. It's getting awfully annoying. Let's kill this golem. This is an important golem to get rid of, actually. Come over here, buddy. There we go. Broken pendant. Yes! That is the second item that we need to access the DLC. So we are good to go on that front. Which it may sound weird of me to say something like that, but the fact of the matter is, you very definitely can get to a state where you can't access the DLC. So it's comforting to know that that won't be the case. We're at a point now where we can access it and it won't be a problem. I'm gonna cut through these guys. Generally, I like to just run through this area, but I don't know. I figured I'd show you a little bit more thorough approach. I'm generally pretty thorough throughout the whole game, but this is one area where I'm particularly tempted to skip some items sometimes. I think that's everything here. Guys at the top of the stairs, sure. Oh, okay. He's gonna make a run at it. I kind of anticipated that and really just walked right into it. Now, I can't remember. It looks like there might be a chest over here. Aha! Wait. Yeah, regular chest. Good stuff. A twinkling titanite, even. Excellent. And then over here... Oh, I think I remember what's out here. Say, I can't. Okay. I thought I might be able to interact with that wall. I'll explain why later. Okay, got that guy. Guess those two aren't going to aggro. Make sure to take out this sneaky guy. Twinkling Titanite. That is not what I thought that was. I thought that was an armor set. The crystal armor set. I know there is one, and I'm pretty sure it's in the Duke's archives. Oh, barely dodged that. Hey, hey, hey. You didn't even have to charge that up. I call malarkey. Alright, now this guy. Yeah, there are messages here. Liar. Be wary of chest. Indeed, once again, you can see the chain falls forward instead of curling back. Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. That was the start of his grab attack. Which, you know, if you get hit by that, you might as well have just tried to open the chest. Crystal Knight Shield. Interesting. Actually, that looks familiar. I think I might have used that for a while in my first run. Alrighty then. Gonna go up here. We're gonna put on a... Geez, we have so many more rare rings of sacrifice. But we'll put on a ring of sacrifice because we're about to die. There's, I think, an invader or some kind of NPC right here. Yep. Hopefully we're not about to die to him. He's not too bad. But we are about to die. There's an unavoidable death coming up, which... Oh, wow. Just the one, then. Right on. There are ways you aren't supposed to be able to do that will get you around what this otherwise mandatory death that I'm about to do. But yeah, for the most part, something you got to do in every run. Notice the increase in crystal activity all the way up to a fog gate. Whoa! What's this? Seat the Scaleless? What are you doing here? Oh, that's what you're doing here. Trying to kill me. Well, I guess that really shouldn't be a surprise. He actually might curse me, so I'm gonna put on the rare ring of sacrifice just in case. Am I really not getting hit by these? Come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, yep, that's gonna do some damage. Yeah, this fight is unwinnable. We are definitely going to be fighting him, but not even in this room. It's not even a matter of timing or item use. But hey, you may have noticed we did not revive at the last bonfire we used. Instead, we are at a totally new bonfire that appears to be in a jail cell. Well, Seath actually has it set up on purpose, very much on purpose. He's a clever dragon, so that people come here and find Seath, attempt to fight him. He's immortal, by the way. Well, not entirely, but we'll get to that. Try to fight him, they lose, and then he uses this bonfire system. He ties them to that bonfire and uses that as a way to imprison them. Which I think is pretty clever and pretty cool. But let's see. I don't know. Do I want to level up that much? I guess. I got 2 levels. I don't know. Let's get some more health. Okie doke. Now let's bust out of this joint. Oh, goodness, there are more here than I remembered. And I didn't use my humanity to kindle the damn bonfire. Hey, you're moving awfully fast there. I don't appreciate it. Oh, there's nothing even over here. And I'm about to sit back at the bonfire, so that was all entirely pointless. I really could have sworn there was something over there. I know that's not how we get out. But, whatever. And kindle. Now, fun fact. This is, I believe, one of 2 enemies. Who's the other one? I can't quite... Oh, the Asylum Demon. This Snake Man, this guard, and the Asylum Demon are the only 2 enemies in the game that you have to kill personally. Pillage the body through the bars here, get the key. I think that's pretty nice. I like that. But, shoot, what was I saying? Yeah, in a run, you can you have to kill other bosses, of course, but you can summon people to help. And you don't technically have to... Basically, what I'm getting at is people do pacifist runs where they try and beat the whole game without killing anything, which they do by using lots of summons and running through lots of areas. But that is one of 2 enemies that you have to kill. We are about to have a high old time with these guys. The snake men don't even acknowledge me. They're just running, trying to get away from these things. Where are they? Ah, they're just taking their time. Alright, let's roast some of these guys. Nope. Nope. Wow, that was quite a leap there. Very impressive. Once again. Oh, look at cut through these guys like paper. I don't need to be using pyromancy on this. Oh, and they stagger in one hit. Excellent. All the good signs of a easily defeated enemy. And they drop humanity. Oh, now why on earth would these things, who are clearly not human, drop humanity? Think about that for a minute. I promise you, you don't like the answer. It's not a happy answer. It is important to note that Seath is known for his experimentation on humans, specifically young women. It's kind of a creep that way. Now, anything else in this? I don't think so. We did pass a lot of jail cells that we will be opening. And then these two just kinda sit here and cry, and it makes me really sad. And they both drop miracles that I think you need to be in the Princess Guard Covenant to use. Their healing miracles. There's some interesting lore there you should look into. I don't know all of it competently enough to explain it here. But hey, it's Logan!
Hello again. What a chance meeting, isn't it? Alas, I'm in prison once again. I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway. The archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge. So close, but just out of reach. The thought offends me so I could simply die. As a student of the arts, you understand me, don't you?
Sure.
Hello again. Alas.
Yes. Wait, do I have the key? I seem to remember, yeah, I don't have the key. I can't remember where I get the key either. I always get it, though. That's all I know. Because that's actually, there. You saw an item in there back behind him, and that is a Firekeeper soul. So, I'm sure you can imagine, I definitely want that. Estus. These guys, I don't even care about these guys when they're not placed in asshole positions to knock me off of ledges in Sen's Fortress. Archive Tower Giant Door Key. There's some NPC or something that I get rid of. I don't remember. We're gonna pull this lever to shut this alarm up finally. We can go faster than that. Just to make 100% sure. That's what I thought. Alright, now there are going to be many of these cells that we can break into on our way back up. Oh, hi. I should have taken care of you first. Archive Prison Extra Key. Oh, is that the one I need? Now I wish I had looked at them on the way down. I didn't, just because I wanted to kind of run down and meet the... I can't remember what those blue serpent things are called. I think it starts with an N. But yeah, I was trying to keep up with them. Nope, still locked. Damn. Well, so it goes. Do. There are like 8 keys to this place. Archive Tower cell key. Don't think you're hot stuff. Crystal straight sword. Interesting. Crystal weapons, you can find a few throughout the game. You can also make them, but I can't say I'm sure why you would want to. Like, go out of your way to ascend a weapon into one, just because they have exceedingly... They're really good. Like, they do insanely high amounts of damage. However, they have no durability. Not literally, but they have very, very small amounts of durability, and they can't be repaired. So they break, and there you go. That's it. You're done with that weapon. The way some speedrunners will use crystal weapons and get around that by the durability resetting every time you upgrade it at a blacksmith. Or at a bonfire, doesn't matter. Just every time you upgrade it. Yeah, it resets. So they use that to their advantage. Now... Oh, look, these guys want to come fight now. I think I'm just going to rest at the bonfire. And reset them. Here we go. One, two, three. I love it when things take 3 hits. Just feels like a good number. Hold on, do those crystal guys see me and they're coming out to... Nah. Oh, there was an item down there. There's also an item over here. Is this the key? No. Very interesting. Huh. I don't remember that at all. What does the white seance ring do? Grants additional attunement slots. Very interesting. I recall finding that before. I just didn't remember that name. How would I get to... You know what? I'm sure it's through one of these cells or walking around. Whatever. It's probably not important. Let's drink an Estus. Okay. Use the giant door key. Good, good, good. I don't like you. I don't like you. This is like a double fake out. They send you that guy right next to you there. So you go after him, so you don't notice the archer, and then when you come after the archer, you don't notice this guy around the corner, and he attacks you. Oh, Dark Souls. Oh, Dark Souls. It's beautiful. That's why I love it. It's also... Ah! Good grief. This part, I hate. We are getting back into territory you may recognize. Nope, you know what? I don't need that. I'm just gonna go in balls out with the weapon. Good. Sometimes if you let them, they will absolutely warp away. They don't recover health, but they put themselves in often incredibly annoying positions for you to try and get to them. Now, this part of the level may look familiar. We are, in fact, back in the main room. That is where we came from. There's a bonfire down there. And that's the elevator that took us all the way up to Seath, where we promptly died. Nothing there. I'm pretty sure there's another mimic around here. Or at least another... I know we get the crystal set in this area. I know it. Curving the arrow there. Nice work. Oh, there's one on the other side, too. Damn. That actually... Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember having a whole time with this. You gotta turn... Oh, thank goodness. You gotta turn that lever before he can fire an arrow at you. Hey! Oh, that would have been a lot cooler if I had hit him with that first one. But yeah, that guy's a jerk. So is that guy behind me that almost hit me just now. Neener, neener, neener. Look at these arrows! Have you seen an arrow track like that? Good lord. Nope, nope, nope. There's our other channeler. Nope. Nope. Die. Hey, buddy. Now, this guy can be upsetting for a number of reasons, mostly having to do with that ability to teleport. But we're going to give him a go. We're going to heal. We're going to heal again. We're going to heal again. That is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to kill him in one shot. See, this guy is particularly annoying because he will warp back to that balcony that I'm looking at right now. And then he fires the soul arrows at a rate. It's nearly impossible to turn the bridge back around and actually go over to that side and attack him. And it just sucks. Just fuck this guy. Kick his body around a little bit. Now, I'm pretty sure I came up here, yeah, exclusively to kill him and I guess get strong magic shield, which, if you're running a sorcery build, you're probably not going to use, and if you're not, then, I don't know, it has useful applications, I suppose. Now, wait. Okay, good. He's dead. That's what I thought. So, we can go downstairs. Wait. Do I have this? Yeah. Okay, there actually is a little bit more exploring to do. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, this is actually, like, there's that bookcase that I was checking to see if it was an illusory wall earlier. That's because this hallway comes out through where that bookcase would be. And that's through that passageway is that room that we started in. You can't see it from here, but there's a bonfire down there. And that's actually where we're going to end today's episode. Unfortunately, this is, I think, the only episode in the series, probably, that won't have a boss in it. But, you know, maybe the Painted World if I split that up. And maybe a DLC episode. Maybe not the only one, but this will be one of the rare episodes without a boss in it. I just don't have the time, even if I wanted to make an hour-long video. Right. So now, our end goal this whole time has been to just turn this around and get across over to here. Now, in the other side, in the other room with the moving staircase, the one that would be through this wall, if I could just go through that wall, if you get on that staircase and you start turning it, you can roll down the staircase and then fall off at a specific point in mid-turn and fall on top of a bookcase with Avalon, which is this crossbow a lot of people really like, that shoots 3 bolts in a row. Just gonna ignore this guy. I can't hit him across that gap without arrows or some further distance pyromancy. And then we pull this lever, and this is why we could have just taken that staircase all the way down to the bottom floor, but this actually opens up a bookcase from behind, and, yeah. Also, when we free Logan, he's gonna end up in this room studying a bunch of books. We may finish his quest line, actually. It's pretty easy. We already got him here. Basically, the hardest part is knowing to get him out of Sen's fortress. Gonna come in here. Normal chest. Excellent. Ooh, Channeler set. The best part is the trident, though. That's what I want. Archive Tower Giant Cell Key. Aha! There it is. And a Mimic. We're saying nope to that all day. This one drops an enchanted falchion. That may be a reference to Demon Souls. There's a level where you can... Ooh, the Crystal Ember. That's what you would use to make your weapons into crystal weapons. Although, once again, I'm not entirely sure why you would. Just because they break then and you've invested souls in them, and that just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, through this fog gate is like this courtyard area with a bunch of crystal golems and then the crystal caves. I am not... Like I said, I'm not going to do that today. Prism stones, those are rocks that you just drop on the ground. And they're more useful than they sound, particularly for the next area that we're going to be in. Let's see, is there anything else to do in this area? Items to pick up. I would really think I would be able to roll through those chairs. Not me personally. Well, maybe me personally in real life. I don't know. But in the game, certainly. Yeah, alright. The rest of this place is boring. Oh, look at that. A summon sign. Oh, yeah. Here, you can see this is the courtyard through that fog gate. And then down there, you can kind of start to see the crystal caves. Yeah, it's a pretty cool place. A lot of people really hate it. I understand and don't entirely like it, but I think it has some cool ideas that I like. Oh, come on. Another Crystal Straight Sword. I'm probably going to free Logan from that cell and get the Firekeeper soul there in my off time. I think I can warp back to this bonfire. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that off camera. So sorry if you wanted to see that, but you're really not going to miss much. He's going to thank me, and then if I continue to do his story, I'll do that on camera in the archives. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm sorry we couldn't fit a boss into this episode today, but if you enjoyed it anyway, please consider hitting the like button. Feel free to leave a comment with some constructive criticism or discussion. And if you like what you see and would like to continue to receive regular updates from my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much once again, and I hope you all have a good one. Thanks. Bye.